if it is permissible to use female donor eggs to have a child. No, it is not permissible. We don't play games with the process of fertilization, of in vitro fertilization, no donor eggs, no donor sperms. Likewise, this is not permissible. Likewise, when we have a sperm bank, an egg bank, or the milk bank, that is not permissible. Because one of the 5 necessities that Islam preserves and protects is the family lineage. The family lineage. So it is not permissible to confuse the issues, even though when the person donates a sperm, or when the person is using his own and his wife's egg, and that is fertilized, then inoculated in somebody else's womb, that is not permissible in Islam. We say the in vitro fertilization is permissible with very strict conditions, that the person who is operating on this process is a trustworthy Muslim doctor, and it must be the husband's sperm and the wife's egg, and it must be supervised by trustworthy people, since it is the last resort. We do not begin with it. In the US, they captured some doctors and some clinics where they found that the in vitro fertilization was done completely by one donor, which was a doctor himself. And to many people, they do not really care who is a donor, but because he lied to them. So that's the case. In Islam, it's not about lying or not lying. It is not permissible for any person's mani or sexual discharge to fertilize the female sexual discharge except a husband and wife. A husband and wife. Other than that, it is not permissible. By the way, I also mentioned about the milk bank, because as you understand that there is an ayah in the Quran in Surah An-Nisa 23 which talks about those who are forbidden for a man to marry forever. وَأُمَّهَاتُكُمْ اللَّاتِي أَرْضَعْنَكُمْ وَأَخَوَاتُكُمْ مِنَ الرَّضَاعَةِ. So there is also one category who will be treated like forbidden in marriage, like the family lineage. Those are due to suckling, like the mother who suckled or breastfed a child. All her children all her daughters become forbidden for that boy when they all grow up. It is not permissible for that boy whom she breastfed 5 times at least. It will not be permissible for him to marry any of her daughters, whether this daughter was breastfed along with him, or before him, or after him. They were younger or older than him. Vice versa, if it is a girl and a woman breastfed her, and she had some sons, all her sons become forbidden for this girl to marry, and her husband becomes like a father to her, to the girl whom his wife just breastfed, due to suckling. يَحْرُمُ مِنَ الرَّضَاعِ مَا يَحْرُمُ مِنَ النَّسَبِ, as the Prophet ﷺ said. So when we collect milk, women who donate milk, and then they give them to babies to breastfeed them in a mechanical way. In this case, you don't know how many times and who is taking the milk of whom, and that confuses the issues. That is absolutely haram likewise.